energy throughout the day. So if you start feeling a little bit yucky, you just start doing this breath of fire. Now the power to partner with the energy of the universe. Now this is very fascinating, and I'm still learning about partnering with the universe. I love to partner with the fairies, because the fairies, when you love them and partner with them, they always give you back more than you gave them. And so, and the universe has many ways to partner with it. And I'm going to demonstrate one of these here in just a minute. So it'll make it so you more easily reach your goals and fulfill your dreams. Now, one of the things that Joe Dispenza teaches is about like this paper here. And I'm gonna, show it on the video camera. It doesn't show up very good. I'll have to do a new one and add it to the end. But essentially, you decide what you want to manifest. Now, one of my manifesting, I love mystical experiences. Mystical means you can't quite explain it, except it was a miracle. But in the Christ consciousness and in that unity consciousness with the mighty I am that I am, you can create not only miracles for yourself, but for others. And so, I've had my share of health problems. And currently, I am working on having my pancreas be rejuvenated, start producing insulin again. I desire my brain to function perfectly. I want to get my energy back to where I can hike mountains again, because I just love hiking and hiking mountains. And so I am deciding to, this is an M with some squiggly lines around it, I'm desiring to have mystical healing experiences, not only for myself, but for all the people I serve. And believe it or not, it's easier for me to help others have a miracle than myself. And I don't know if you've noticed that about yourselves, but sometimes we do. We perform miracles for others much more easy than ourselves. And I want to feel better than I ever had for the rest of my life, and I want to be safe. I don't want to be nabbed by any governmental sources or anything like that. And so you write these things down, and kind of like a vision board, you look at it and you see that energy going out, and then you go into meditation. Now, why do you do the meditation part? Because you access the unity consciousness and you go into the void where there's no space, no time, nobody, and just nothing there. And that is where the Creator created the universe. And we can go there and create what we desire. But we have to go there with no expectation. God knows what we want to manifest. And we go there to basically organize through that creative area what we desire, but we can't have any expectation because it's the nothing. It's the nowhere. And we literally just focus on the universe assisting us with our desires. And that's what we create. You go there without any expectation, but you go there with the desire of creating through that consciousness of the nothing, the void. So it's very powerful. So I'm partnering with the energy of the universe and the void. The power to expand and express your creativity without sacrificing your daily responsibilities. Now, how you do this is you literally do this through meditation again, but you expand your awareness through the Creator's energy, through meditating and contemplating the universe, and literally asking questions, asking doors to be opened for you. Knock and it shall be given, and it will be open to you. The doors will start opening. And so when you come out of your meditation, you come out of that with the hope and the faith that God's going to answer your prayers, answer what you desire, and our creativity and power to expand our consciousness happens. Now, the power to magically attract money, people, and resources you need to move your projects forward and achieve the level of the success you're striving for. Now, how we do this is we plan. We put up our vision board. We look at it each day, what we know we're going to focus on, and then we set out to accomplish at least a small part of that with faith that God is going to help us. And believe it or not, you will attract people in your life that will assist you. You will attract money coming in to support you, and you will attract resources that will assist you with what you desire. So this is a very powerful thing. So I'd like to say we do prosper and thrive by going into meditation and contemplation. We manage our thoughts because they become our reality. So you want to make sure you're always thinking about what you desire and good things for all those around you. Manage your emotions because they become your actions or your reactions. You don't want to react. You want to be able to act. And so we manage our emotions, manage our actions because those become our life. Manage your character and it becomes your destiny. Ask and it will be given. Knock and the door is open to you. So how do we prosper and thrive? We focus our mind and emotions on abundance, prosperity, and service to others. We are selfless. So we give of ourselves, and believe it or not, we receive the blessings. Service to others is the best way to remove karma, believe it or not. And most of us have no karma anymore, so as we go out and serve, we're creating really good karma, which returns to us in kind. So just know that it's very important that we perform service. Okay, so the next week is going to be the love message from the Creator. And the assignment is, I am one with the universe is one with me, and I and the universe are one. Now we're going to go ahead and answer questions now. So we'll get rid of this and go back into the stop share. And go ahead and unmute yourselves and ask your questions. This is quite a subject, and I don't expect anybody to really know what to even ask, but there are some very important points in here. Does anybody have questions? Do I need to unmute anybody? Just kind of wave your hand if you have a question. I actually can't see everybody, but we'll unmute people and see if we have some questions. Any questions? This is kind of a rough subject, and I expected a lot of questions. I spoke with somebody today who had multiple questions. And so I'm going to describe some of those. She was asking, when is the RV going to happen? And the answer I got from St. Germain is, we've quit setting a time because it's dependent on us manifesting and starting it. Like I said in the lecture, a lot of us are waiting for the RV to start. But St. Germain has told me time and time and time again, the time to start is now. So even if you don't have resources, start serving, start creating, start doing what you want to do, and it's going to happen. Anybody? Okay. So the other question that she had was, what about this sovereignty thing? Well, the government currently in charge of us is not allowing for sovereignty. And so we have to control our own sovereignty in order to expand our consciousness. And our true sovereignty is granted to us from God. And then she asked, well, when are we going to receive our sovereignty? When we go back to becoming a republic of the United States again. And that was the answer for that. Does anybody have a question that's... Let's see.
I have a question. I'm Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria, go ahead.
Well, I must have missed something along the way, but when you talk about RV or RV, I actually don't know what you're talking about. Could you explain it?
It's short for the revaluation of the currency, and when they're going to be doling out money to people with projects that they've been working on for literally 20 to 25 years to start expanding consciousness and helping get rid of poverty, helping educate people. I mean, there's so many projects out there, and you know, they're actually very high-minded things to do, but people are waiting to start these when the currency gets revaluated so that they receive big money in order to do the projects. And St. Germain has been telling me for the last 3 years, tell people to start doing the projects and the heavens will open up and bring the monies to them. But we can't be waiting around, we need to start. It's the same thing he told me when I started mentoring. He says, Scott, we've got to get this message out. We've got to get the Ascension message so that people can start shifting their consciousness, and it will start as a little teeny ripple like a pebble in a pond, but it'll turn into a wave because people will see the vision once we start expanding on that vision, and then it will become a wave and cover the entire earth. But believe it or not, you guys are the start of this ripple, and each one of us are an integral part of the rippling that's going to go out and expand into the universe. So just know that you're here in the very beginning. And why are you here? Because you have been drawn in by the elementals, by the ascended masters, by the creators, because you guys actually came to assist this planet with the Ascension. And I know it sounds like, whoa, this is a big job, but it really isn't if we just start with the basics and then start expanding our consciousness, start expanding our monies, because believe it or not, when you start doing the work and the selfless acts of service, the universe starts bringing in good things into your life, including prosperity and abundance.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
At the very beginning, you mentioned something about how we're not really trained in receiving.
Yes.
I'm wondering how we could be better at that.
the best, greatest form of receivership is gratitude. So we need love and gratitude in our heart for everything that we have. And when we have that gratitude and love, it expands our heart consciousness out. And it hits others. It hits other people. It hits the ascended beings. It hits the elementals. It hits all of the angels. And they start working for us because of that gratitude. And they start bringing ideas. They start bringing abundance. They start bringing people that will expand what we desire. Does that answer your question? Gratitude is the ultimate energy of receivership. So we always, having a gratitude journal is really good. I mean, Oprah was right. Any other questions? Go ahead.
Besides the obvious answer, is there anything preventing from the Republic to happen?
Speak up a little louder.
Is there, what is preventing from the Republic to happen?
Right now, the reptilians are controlling the minds of a lot of government people. And they're keeping them in a socialistic slavery attitude. They want to keep people suppressed. They want to have the government feed them, house them, clothe them, take care of their health care, instead of people expanding consciousness and expanding our abilities to heal and expanding our creativity. They want to control us. And that is because the control is keeping us from the ascension, basically. They don't want to lose control of the earth. Right now they have control of this third dimension and all the people and all the resources on the planet. And in order for us to expand, we've got to free ourselves from the slavery. And we do that through our thoughts, through our emotions, and through service. So we, all the people here, we need to start looking outside of ourselves for ways that we can assist others and help teach them to expand their consciousness, but we've got to expand ours first. And believe it or not, we are very telepathic, we are very empathic, we are very visualizing, we are very smart, because as we do the 24-strand DNA, that assists us to complete our DNA. I was reading another thing about DNA this last week, and literally many of us here have all 24 strands of DNA. If we went to get tested, they'd only see 12. And the other 12 are spiritual, but they come together and they balance the 3D with the spirituality. And that balance creates our energy to bring the spiritual energy in as well as the physical and create things. And so expanding our DNA actually helps our expansion of creativity and consciousness and our ability to attract prosperity and thrive and abundance. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Delora, did you have a question? Oh, I can't hear you. I can't unmute you either.
I already asked my question. Thank you.
Oh, okay.